Okay, so what can I do for your relationships? Doesn't matter it's relationship with your spouse, with your son, with your parents, with your children, or with your coworker or your team. Maybe you run a company, or a sales team. What can I do for those relationships? When you come to my website about scottchen.com, you will see an article about handwriting analyst, which is a skill that I possess for many years. And with this, you can read the article and get to know more about me and more about handwriting analysis. What a handwriting analyst is able to do is that, giving an example, if you give me your handwriting sample and also your spouse handwriting sample, or just anyone, I giving me two handwriting samples, I'll be able to tell you how these two people would interact with one another, what are the possible conflict they will have over one another, if they are spouse or if they are co-workers or they are in a sales team or if they are parents and children. Your handwriting is able to reveal me this much because your handwriting is who you are. Your handwriting reveals to me your behavior, your character, your personality. And that tells me a lot about you. And so the handwriting is able to tell me what are the possible conflicts that you would have. And when I look at those two handwriting together, I'm able to give suggestions to make those changes. And especially for spouses, it's very typical that I see spouses' behavior are so different from one another, and that creates conflict. But you need to learn to embrace those differences. If you look at the Bible, there's a scripture that says, love is patient. And that's the first element of love. The first element of love is patient. Sometimes I hate that truth myself, okay? Um, whenever I need to be patient with my wife, I also need to recognize that she is specifically designed by God to train me in patience. And without the fruit of patience, without the element of patience, kindness, love, uh, selfishness, selflessness, all those fruit will not come to uh, existence without being patient. And now, if you learn to embrace one another's differences, and embrace them, and also uh, try to look at what God is really trying to do in your life, in your marriage. What kind of a person is He trying to mold you into? Then those conflicts would just diminish tremendously. You will know that your spouse is specifically designed by God as a gift from God to make you a better person. Okay, that's just a little bit tip about relationship. But everyone is different. Every couple's personality, how they interact with one another, is very different. Typically, a couple would, if one is extrovert, the other one would be introvert. Um, and you got to realize, God purposely designed marriage to be that way, to raise healthy children, to raise healthy kids. Okay, but you got to learn to embrace those differences in order to create a healthy family. Okay, but anyway, if you have conflict with your coworker, your children, and you are able to get a handwriting sample of yourself and the other guy or the other person or spouse, I'm able to sit down with you and make valuable uh, suggestions to make changes and to allow you to look at things in a different perspective in order to create positive changes in your life, in your relationships. And if you are repeating a behavior over and over and over again, and not achieving the result that you want, you gotta just sit down, and ponder and wonder, and maybe there are things about yourself that needs a little bit of modification, a little changes. And that's what a certified handwriting analyst is able to do for you. So spend some time to read about this article. That's right over here. Click on handwriting analyst and to read this article over here. And if I can be your help, my email, my phone number is always here that you can reach me, set up an appointment. I would just love to help, and let's see what we can do together to help you with your success in your relationships with others. God bless.